it for the world. Loud House.
Hello, I'm the Loud House Critic. Gosh. I am so excited this week. On the 23rd of this month, I am turning 29 years old. That's right, it's my birthday, and I'm still young. Speaking of birthdays, there's a Loud House episode that's around someone's birthday. No spoilers. It is the 40th episode of Season 2 of the Loud House, but overall, the 92nd episode. And man, is this one an interesting episode.
Gosh, what does that mean?
Gosh, I don't know. What does that mean? I don't have a clue. I don't speak feline. Of course, Lincoln made up some kind of lame excuse that Lenny can communicate with their cat Cliff by Cliff blinking at her, which somehow, I don't know how that works. How do you communicate by blinking anyway? So Lincoln, the sisters, and the dad are planning an actual birthday party for their mother, read her loud. Like they always been doing. They've always been throwing a surprise party, and something's just going wrong.
You would have to be a complete idiot to screw this up.
Which I think everyone should know why. Or should I say who? Is it A, Lola, or is it B, Lenny, or is it C, Lisa? If you guess B,
No fucking shit!
yeah, she spoiled Lori's birthday, she spoiled Lisa's birthday, even Luna's birthday.
I think you just blew the surprise. Get it? But seriously, you ruined it.
And so far, it hasn't been too good of a pleasure for all of them, but this time they got something that's going to be 100% foolproof. Or is it going to be foolproof enough? So Lori's going to be on the cleaning, Lynn and Lola are going to be on the food, Lana and Lisa are going to be on part of the decorations. The entertainment will be done by Luann, Luna, and Lisa will probably do the guest list, while the dad actually gets Rita out the house. Well, without saying the entire word of supercalifragilistic or whatever how that word goes.
Super crap-a-fuckerific, XBL bullshit. A film so bad the censors really ought to go and pull it.
That's enough.
Lincoln gets the much easy task of it. Let's face, no fucking shit. He doesn't get so much the easy task anyways. He has to keep Lenny occupied, which isn't going to be easy enough to keep Chief Wiggum's son keep himself occupied for long enough.
Duck, 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 duck. Would you just shut up?
He'll be all right, I'm sure.
So Lenny comes into the room to actually get the nail polish to do Cliff's fingernails. Okay, seriously? I'm not even gonna bother putting nail polish and shit on a cat like that. Garfield is already ugly enough, how he was in the movie.
Good God!
And he barely would need any fingernail polish on his nails. So Lincoln keeps Lenny occupied while Dad and the kids sneak around downstairs, and while Lynn actually gets Rita out the door.
We're leaving now. I'm taking your mother shopping because I love to shop.
We should stop including Dad in the surprise party planning, too.
You got that right.
As Lincoln tries to do his best to keep Lenny somewhat occupied in her room, hey, take a closer look here at Lenny's pile of clothes. You can see there's an actual shirt that resembles Charlie Brown's shirt right there. Lincoln already screws up his first attempt to keep her into the room that she has to go downstairs and get a cup of water.
Daisy! The heck was that word?
Daffodil, fruitcakes, poisonous reptiles. As soon as Lenny gets downstairs, Lucy and Lana take down as much of the decorations.
Sorry, guys. Must have been something I ate.
Wow, I didn't know Lenny would actually have a flatulence problem. I wonder who she got it from. So anyway, back up in the room, Lincoln is willing to be Lenny's dress model. Looking good, Lincoln, in that dress. Or should I call you Linka? Luann and Luna screw up after when Luann's shattered teeth actually got Luna in the leg, and she trips. Lenny nearly goes into the hallway, but Lincoln distracts her too much, but he slips down the stairs. Jesus, can you be any more clumsy than you are, Lincoln? Oh, I'm sorry, Linka. I'm almost starting to think that Lincoln's being more of the dummy than Lenny is. But things get along better as soon as he tells Lenny a better idea.
Great.
decorate card. Maybe one with a camel in a spacesuit. That's also scratch and sniff. And that says, "Happy birthday from your 11 kids."
Wow, that's really much a mouthful to say. Where are we gonna find a birthday card like that one? Of course, at the Hazeltucky Part outlet. So Lenny agrees to be on her way to actually be there, to actually get the birthday card, even though that she doesn't even know that they're actually really throwing a surprise party for her since they said they were gonna go low-key on it. I have the feeling this party's gonna be a bit crappy, as it's starting to look already like one. So as Lenny is out the house, Lana and Lucy are about almost out of balloons and streamers. By God, that's disgusting, Lana. I can't believe you keep your own shit like that under there. Suppose you do the same thing like all students do. Put chewed-up gun underneath the desk or underneath the seats. Some shit don't get so much better either in the kitchen. Like Lynn actually making some kind of spicy turkey club that looks like some disgruntled employee didn't know how to do his job right with that sandwich. And as for Lola...
You spin me right around, baby, right around, like a record, baby, right around, round, round. You spin me right around, baby, right around, like a record, baby, right around, round, round.
Still not sweet enough.
What the hell was that?
You spin me right around, baby, right around, like a record, baby, right around, round, round. You spin me right around, baby, right around, like a record, baby, right around, round, round.
Still not sweet enough.
I don't even know how the fuck you make that kind of cake like that. From now on, I'm just gonna leave cake building away from 6-year-olds from now on. So they finish all the decorations and all their blah 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 bullshit. And Lisa invites the guests in the house. Some employee that Rita actually met who I don't even know of. There's Flip and there's Mr. Grouch. Now before I can say anything else, there's a strange word I ever heard Mr. Grouch say in this episode.
Someone turn on the boob tube.
Whoa, what did you just say?
Someone turn on the boob tube.
You actually watch boobies on television? Oh my God. Now I'm starting to think about what you do with your alone time.
Oh, so that's how these girls play. Oh.
I'm gonna say that's a really bad guest list that Lisa actually did.
Just because she encounters them doesn't mean she likes them.
Yeah, I'm gonna take some agreement on that. She doesn't like them. And things start getting way out of control, as usual.
I told you we should have just stuck with my brown balloons. Yeah, because everyone wants their party to look like Cliff's litter box.
Yeah, it could also be looking like a party that Tommy Wiseau actually threw after when he fucked up the room. And Luann's joke, well...
Boy, Mom is so old, her social security number is 1. I would have invited guests from Mom's first birthday party, but they're all extinct.
Honestly, I don't think anyone wants to hear that kind of joke, especially when it's their birthday. And even Luna's jams. Well, I think that would actually make Rita's ears bleed. Hell, not long before her teeth actually fall out right before eating Lola's crappy sugary cake. Shoot, been watching Teen Titans Go again while sipping cola with pixel sticks in them? Can't say things can get worse. And things are starting to get way out of control once more again.
Mom is going to hate that. It'll make her ears bleed. Right after her teeth fall out from eating your cake.
Lynn, what did you put in that sub? You're going to burn off Mom's taste buds.
Don't criticize my job when you could barely do yours.
Go fuck yourself.
Thank you, Arnold. Gotta admit, the party sucks. It really sucks. But sadly enough, they never actually thrown a bad party before it since they actually started one now. And the only thing what was missing about it was Lenny. Because Lenny actually thinks what people like. Like I said before in a couple of my reviews, Lenny is such a sweetheart. She puts others first before her own self. So the gang tries to call her and try to get her back. But she's too much occupied at the store. So they much likely go out and look for her. So Linc and Lori and the other sisters go and look for Lenny, but they found no sign of her. As soon as they come back to the house, and oh my lord, Lenny had everything set up nicely and done, unlike Lori's plan. And I could have said it better myself, Lenny actually did something smart for once. Hell, in this episode, she proved that she's much smarter than they are, even smarter than Lisa. Finding all the decorations and stuff, and decided to go high-key about it. Yeah, not a word I use a lot, low-key or high-key. But you know what I mean. Lenny just went all out. Big time. Heck, she even found the card that Linc actually was talking about. Speaking of, I wonder, where can I actually find a scratch and sniff card around? I can't even find those things at Walmart, Target, or at Meijer.
Camel! Ah, camel.
But Lynn Sr. arrives with Rita at home, and...
Surprise!
I'm sorry, I couldn't help that part. And Rita actually appreciated what happened. It turns out her favorite color is purple. Wow. Just like my girlfriend's favorite color, she likes purple. And all the siblings gave the credit to Lenny because the whole entire time they were trying to keep it away from Lenny so that way she wouldn't have to spoil too much for Mom like she did with the others. But somehow Lenny managed to actually keep it a secret this time. Yeah, she sure wasn't dumb as hell as they were. Didn't think so much that Lenny would actually make the party really special. So they put her in charge as being the official party planner.
Did you hear that, Dad? I'm planning your surprise party next. But don't worry, I'll send you an invitation.
Ay vey.
Ay. I love Lenny, but sometimes I can't even tell what's going on in her mind sometimes. So No Spoilers was a really good, interesting episode. The fact that the whole family was trying to get Lenny out of the way so she doesn't spoil too much as a surprise, or read aloud. And yet they constantly didn't know what they were doing. And that's when they had to include Lenny, who actually made things better in the end. You know, for being a bubble-headed ditz, she knew exactly what she was doing. And that's the time that she never ruined a surprise. And, like I said, Lenny's always thinking of others before herself. I love the fact how Lenny just went off shopping by herself and the Loud siblings were trying to get a hold of her. And they went out looking for her, only to find out that she had everything ready for Rita Loud's birthday. That was very clever. Still can't get over the freaking sugar rush that Lola had. By the way, you want to hear something that's a really strange reference, and especially when it's a coincidence at the same time? The premise of this episode is similar to a Foster's Home for Imaginary Friend episode called The Big Cheese. You have to watch it to see what I'm talking about. And coincidentally, Chris Savano, he actually worked on that show. And for the episode No Spoilers, I'm going to give this one 8 out of 10 stars. Even though I knew the Loud siblings were going to screw up the decorations and everything that like they wanted to plan for it. But Lenny did it all, which was real irony about this episode and a bit cliched, but it worked nicely. I'm actually glad Chris Savano actually directed this episode and made this episode happen. Speaking of celebrations and birthday, I gotta go celebrate my 29th birthday this weekend. Next year, I should have Lenny Loud actually plan my birthday out, but I would not need an invitation from her. I am the Loud House Critic, and happy birthday to me.
Craft inside this tiny space may sound bad.